just like, damn, should I go? And I was originally hanging out with my sister, but I can tell that she was tired. So I was like, I mean, I don't think it'd be bad if I let her go and I just go with my friend. And I had even told my sister, because we had mentioned that we were gonna get something to eat, but we never did. And I told her like, oh, do you still want to go get something to eat? And she was just like, I don't know. She's like, it's because the kids are saying that they ate, and like, I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't want to. And I had also told my sister earlier about me going to my friend's house, so she kind of brought it up, and she was like, oh, aren't you gonna go with your friend? And I was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with her, and I'll just probably get something to eat on the way back. So originally, I kind of didn't want to go because my friend is off at 10 p.m. By the time that I was driving over to her house, to her work, it was like around 8:30, and it takes me like 20-25 minutes to get to her work. So I'm like, pretty much I'm gonna arrive there like when it's either 9, around 9 basically, and she would be off in an hour, and I feel like it'd be stupid for me to go. Like, it'd just be a waste of time and gas. So I was like, I don't know, I kinda don't wanna go, but at the same time I was bored and I really did wanna go. So I was kinda like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And I remember I went, I started going to her work. I keep saying her house. I went to her work, and when I got there, we just did the usual. We just hanged out, and we really didn't do anything much. And I was kind of like, I don't know, like I guess I can say I was kind of regretting it because I was starting to get like a little bit sleepy. But I was like, no, like I'm fine. I can still hang for a bit. And then yeah, once it was already 10, I told my friend, I was like, alright, well, I think I'm gonna head home in a bit. And she was just like, oh, okay then. So she had gone her way, and I left. But as soon as I left, there was like this gas station like close by to her work, and I decided to park right there because I was getting text messages from some of my friends. Plus, I also felt like my car, honestly, it didn't really need gas. But for some reason, I swear, I thought like when I saw the sign of like the gas prices, I thought it was cheap. So I went and I was like, oh, you know, I'll pump in like, I don't know, $10 or something. So I go to the gas station and I go to like the pump rate, and I look at the prices on the like, you know, they give you like options of whether you want like regular, premium, and whatever. So on there, like on the usually your gas tank is at. And I was just like, oh my god. I was like, no, please, please, please tell me this is like a dream. Like, okay, guys, my car is, I would say it's brand new. Technically, it's gonna be a year within like in less than 2 weeks. And somebody hit my car. You guys, my anxiety went so high. But like, I feel like I'm kind of good at like lowering it, because I don't know, I just try to calm myself down by saying like, oh my god, like, you're not hurt, you're fine, like that's the most important thing. I'm like, you're fine, like, don't stress, like. But then at the same time in my head I was like, oh my god, somebody just hit my brand new car that I still have like, what, like 4 years of payments for it. And I came out, like, I think one of the first things I did was, since I already had my phone in my hand, I quickly went to the camera app and I started taking photos. And I was like, oh my god, like, is this guy gonna run away? And no, he didn't run away. He just kind of like moved forward and stopped. And he came out, and I came out, and I looked at the damage, and I was like, oh my god, like, you guys, it's kind of bad. And I was just so sad. Maybe I'll post a picture somewhere up here. But anyways, I was just like, no. And the guy, when he came out, he was just like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. And like, I just started, I don't know, like, I really didn't know what else to think. I mean, somebody just hit my brand new car, and it's my first car that I'm like buying from like the dealer. And literally, I'm not working right now. Most of you guys know this if you guys keep up with me. But I'm not working, and it's like, oh my god, like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I asked the guy, I'm like, do you have insurance? And he was like, no, I don't. And I was like, do you have an ID? And he's like, no, I don't. And I was like, oh my god, this situation's just getting worse and worse. Sorry if you can hear my stomach, I'm kind of hungry. But anyways, yeah, I was just like, oh my god, this is just getting worse and worse. And I called my brother, and I told him, I'm like, hey, guess what happened? And he was like, what? And I was like, someone just hit my car. And he was like, no, you're lying, you're lying. And I was just like, no, like, you don't know how bad. I'm like hoping that I'm gonna wake up and it'll all be just a dream. But no, like, someone hit my car. And he was just like, no. He's like, are you serious? Where are you? And my brother was like, make sure you get his, I think it was registration, his ID, and the insurance. And I told my brother, I'm like, dude, he doesn't have that. And my brother was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like, he doesn't have any of that. Now, the guy was around my age, and he did look like a worker, like, I don't know, just like your everyday like worker. Cause when he got out of the car, his clothes had like paint stains, and on top of his car, there was like I don't know what you call them. It's not a ladder, but it's like those metal poles that people use to make like a leveled walkway. So I guess it's easier for like painters to paint walls, and they could like walk like side to side without having to use like that long stick. I'm that's just me taking an educated guess, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was. And I told the guy, I'm like, dude, I'm like, do you have like I told him, I'm like, dude, okay, look, since okay, I forgot to mention, he also insurance, no ID. He was like, call the cops. And I was like, oh my god, I can't do that. I seriously, guys, seriously, I couldn't do that. I couldn't call the cops on this undocumented person. He clearly hit my car. And yeah, I was scared. I was pissed. I had anxiety. I was going through so many emotions. But I was like, I cannot call the cops on this man. Like, I don't know, like I have some family members who are undocumented, and like that shit would just break my heart if I heard that they were in that guy's situation. And somebody just called the cop, and it's like, oh, well, they're gone. And like, I don't know, guys. Like, I just couldn't. I swear I couldn't. My brother was getting like kind of irritated with me. He's like, no, you have to call the cops. And I was kind of like, no, like, guys, I just couldn't. So in the end, we ended up working something out. He basically, at first, he didn't have some money to pay me for something, because my brother was like, okay, look, if you don't want to call the cops, he's like, the least he can do is give you some money. He's like, I would say 500. And he's like, look, honestly, 500 is not gonna. Sorry, I thought I heard someone. But anyways, he was like, yeah, look, honestly, 500 is obviously not gonna pay for the damages of your car. But at least it's something. At least you got something in case this dude tries to run away or whatever. But the guy, like, he ended up cooperating with me, because he let me take a picture of his pay stub, and he had told me where he lives, and I was kind of familiar with the place where he lives, and he was like, here, look, you can take a picture of my check and my pay stub. And he was like, look, on there I have my address, so I have a picture of that too, in case this dude tries to run, or whatever the reason. So I was just like, okay, at this point, like, I was like, I mean, I guess he can go. No, no, no. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah, so he ended up telling, he was like, if you want, we can go to my house, and I can see how much money I have there, and I can give you that for right now. And I was like, I don't know, like, I was scared. I'm like, oh my god, what if this dude gets on the road and he fucking floors it, and like, I don't know, tries to like lose me on his track or whatever. So I was kind of just like thinking, I'm like, do I do it? Like, what am I supposed to do? And then that's when he was like, oh, you know what? Hold on. And he said that his boss could lend him the money real quick. So he made a phone call, and obviously I was there listening to it, and he was basically telling his boss that like he hit my car, and that he needs money. So his boss was able to send me $500 through Zelle, and I was like, okay, I at least have the 500. This dude is I have his pay stub. I know where he lives, and like, I made a deal with him. I said, look, I get it that you're like undocumented, and if I call the cops, I know you're gonna get arrested, because you can tell that this guy was under the influence of something. Like, he wasn't lashing out, but he was like matches, you know, whatever. And the only reason I filmed this is so in case this dude does try to run away or something, I would at least have like proof that if he tries to say like no, like I never agreed to whatever, like he just kept the 500 and he said that it was cool, then I could be like no, like I have video. But anyways, yeah, so I got that video. I have his email. Like I felt like I had more than enough evidence where I could. I'm so sorry if you can hear my stomach. I'm gonna go eat right now.